the needle was the hard part. Jesus Christ. And I said, Jesus Christ. The brick and the board, I haven't ever done anything like that before, but what I experienced was just my total focus and determination. And I just knew I could do those things because I was that focused at that moment. And I'm not usually that focused a person, so that was a real nice experience for me.
You know what I really liked about today is that I went through challenge after challenge. Even though I've lived with these negative voices that say you can't do it my whole life, you're not good enough, I went with the help of all my friends who I watched doing the same thing. I went through one challenge after another, and I was right there, and I did every one. I repelled, and probably the most intense was putting a needle through my hand. I can't imagine doing that. It seems beyond possibility. And then when Roger said that there was space in my body and it could be done, and I did it. And I blew away all that negativity.
And I also broke a board, bent still. And I honor my courage and my power, and it continues to grow.
The day's been awesome, and I feel that I've pushed a lot of the limits that I've had before I came to this workshop. And part of it has been an incredible support that I've been shown and that I've also been able to give to other people. And today at the rappelling, I was just as scared as some of the people I was helping overcome fear with, and we all got through it together, and it was very beautiful. And I also put a needle through my hand. That was incredible. I just felt so high after I finished that.
At the cavern, I faced my greatest fear. I had never stood on a step ladder in my life because of that fear. And I knew that what I had to do in that situation was to surrender to that fear. And I did. Something inside of me did. And I remember every step of the way was a choice, and it was a choice I was choosing to make. And it didn't matter that I felt scared. I can't afford it, I bet a steel bar, big deal.
I was just so awestruck by her courage as she lowered herself down in there, just one little stretch at a time. It's so inspiring to see so many people overcoming so many fears. My greatest fear of this whole seminar so far has been pushing a needle through my hand. Of all the unnatural things we've been doing, that seemed to be the most formidable for me. But as Roger talked about the fluidity of the body, I actually began getting pictures of how open and spacious the body really is, and found it to be just effortless, and just felt euphoric when I finally did it.
It's just been orgasmic.
You know, to put the needle through your hand and to feel it crunch when it slips past a cell or pops out the other side of the skin membrane was just, it had my hands wet. I couldn't even hold on to my needle because it was just, today was a good day.
Really, our bodies are more like a river than a sculpture. Our bodies are more like a river that flows than a sculpture that's frozen in stone. Those subatomic particles are really coalescence of energy. They're energy that's come together. So what we really are made of is energy and space. When you put the needle through your hand, think of moving it through that 99.99% empty space.
I thought this would be a very confrontive process for people. Something happened that I did not expect to happen. People put the needle through their hands and went into bliss. Into bliss. At one seminar, people started spontaneously dancing around the room. The bliss got so intense. Go into this with an open mind. It's not like anything you think it might be. this can be easy. What you do is you simply visualize that your cells are moving so that the needle is not actually going through anything, it's merely passing between the cells. I'm telling you, you can move your cells. The cells will move. With your mind or with the metal, the cells will move. And all at once, I realized it could be easy. It really could be easy. And some people do it slowly, but I did it very, very quickly. And when it came out the other side, I went into bliss. I would never have believed it if I hadn't experienced it myself. I went into bliss. There was no blood. I never even felt it. And all of the anxiety, all of the pain, all of the emotion was based on an illusion, false evidence appearing real. This doesn't have to hurt. This can be a vehicle that will take you into bliss.
Our bodies are more like a river that flows than a sculpture that's frozen in stone. Our bodies are more like a river than a sculpture.
Any kind of work with higher energies and accessing other realms, the key to being able to successfully do that is to relax deeply and get out of the way and let it happen, and to not use any of your own power.